What up? Right now we're at Mirador Las Nubes, and we're coming out of Guatemala City, and we're making our way to Huehuetenango. So yeah, right now we're looking at these volcanoes. One of them is called the Fire Volcano, and the other one's called Water Volcano. And underneath there's a big lake you can go visit. And around there's shops. You can buy stuff. It's empty right now. There's my cousin, my brother, and cousin, nephew. Alright. Well, where we're going right now, it's called Huehuetenango, and it takes like around 6 hours to get there. And it's nothing but going swirls around the mountains. So I'm getting kind of dizzy right now. Alright, well, I'll start recording later. Look at that, guys. We're so high up. These are clouds. Alright guys, we have finally arrived to our destination, Huehuetenango. And here we are at Tita's house. And I'm just going to show you how it is. Right here, this is where I grew up. This is the house where I grew up. As you can see, there's like portraits of me, my mom, my dad. But this looks the same as I left many years ago. The only thing that's different now is that due to family problems, they put the cement wall to divide the house. This house was twice as large. Now this is where my grandma has to sleep. I was actually taken off because they put this wall. Here we go. That's like where they store food. Storage. And you see this is what I'm talking about. This wall. Why? What do you have to build a wall? You know what's the worst thing? No one occupies the other side. So the only reason she built this wall is just to divide the house. Look at this. That's the other side of the house. That's where I used to sleep, in that room, when I was a little kid. This was my favorite part of the house. Well, now since they built a building right there and there's higher buildings, you can't really see the mountains. But back then, you were able to see the mountains very clearly. You can still see them. It's a little cloudy, but you can still see them. You see, this building was never there. They're building a bunch of buildings here. All right, let me go show you the kitchen. Alright, this is the kitchen. This looks exactly as I remember it. Nothing has changed. Yeah, I remember as a little kid, I always used to put stuff in here, like plastic water bottles. I used to mess with the fire furnace in here. Those are the good days. Now I'm old, man. I'm not that old. I'm only 19. But that's the house. This is outside. It's really filled with people. Alright, Dad, here we are at Tita's house, and I have a special guest. Aquí está tío Roberto, tío Teto y tía Nia. Dile hola a mi papá.
Hola Max, ¿qué tal está? Lo mandamos a saludar, María y yo. Disculpe que haya tanta bulla, pero por aquí en la casa, se sabe que es la subida de todas las camionetas que van a la terminal. Lo mandamos a saludar esperando que esté muy bien. A María se le aproxima ya el día de su operación en Guatemala. Esperamos que todo salga bien. Lo extrañamos mucho, lo queremos igualmente y los jóvenes se han portado aquí muy bien. Y esperamos que ellos sigan disfrutando de estos días aquí en Huehuetenango y esperamos tenerlo próximamente nosotros aquí también en la casa. Muchos saludos, que Dios les bendiga y que todo esté bien. Gracias, Max.
Alright, I also want to show you guys the photos that they have as me as a little kid. Well, that's me in the United States. But this was me praying. Tío Teto told me that I was mimicking him praying. There's my grandma. There's my grandma when she was young. There's my great-great-grandpa and great-great-grandmother. These my grandpa actually he actually made them. There's a painting of my mom and dad when they get married. There's a painting of me. There's my uncle when he was young. And that's my great-great-great-grandmother. I mean, she has this place filled with photos of me. Look at that. There I am. That's me when I was fat. I was middle school. I was fat. I was a fat kid. There I am, as a little kid. There's a portrait of me as a little kid. And right here. Yo, this is crazy, son. So many people. How's it called?
Feria, no sé qué.
It's not feria, it's a fair. It's like a small fair. It's crazy, so much people. So many people.